For over a century now, toys have been a part of pop culture. Television shows, video games, and even turning into iconic characters such as Pops. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, retro toys that are now Funko Pops. I have the real products that released for every single one of these, and then we're going to see the Funko Pop and how similar they are. The Etch-a-Sketch. This is actually something that both my brother and I had when I was younger, and now I wasn't around for when it first released, but I was able to pick up this one here. It's actually an Etch-a-Sketch classic, which looks pretty much exactly like the original. What I love about this product too, and I just noticed it on the back here, they actually have it so it looks like somebody has sketched a no Wi-Fi needed symbol into the front of it. Ooh, alrighty, this is cool. And now something I'm noticing too is it's got one of those, you know, clear sheets on the front to keep it nice. So let's peel this thing. Ooh, it's really stuck. Oh my gosh, sorry. I thought it was gonna be satisfying. Wasn't great. Now, I don't know if I need to explain this, but if you've never seen an Etch-a-Sketch before, all you do is you use these two knobs here and you rotate to actually make a drawing. Do you see? It's in the bottom right corner now. We're going up. Oh, there it goes. Can you guys even see this from where you are? I'll zoom in a second. But either way, it is a really neat thing, and it's a cool art tool for kids. If you guys want to check that out, can you see the line now? Oh, and the coolest thing is about these, you can actually just shake it. I'm going to see if I can actually do this with you guys looking at it. So, do you guys see that there? It's got the lines, and now, if I shake it up, it should be gone. Or at least most of it should go away, so it's like a brand new sheet of paper almost, and you get a bit of white, but for the most part, it's not there. And now that we've checked out the actual Etch-a-Sketch, let me show you the Funko Pop, because this is pretty accurate. It's neat too, because on the backside here, it says world's favorite drawing toy. I actually just noticed that there, because really, I can't think of another, like, drawing-specific toy besides, like, a piece of paper and a pencil. I guess you could maybe consider, like, the Crayola crayon like the world's best drawing toy, but it's definitely the Etch-a-Sketch. And now, let me see this here. Oh, this is neat, and I'm liking how it's got the Etch-a-Sketch on the top there. It's got the arrows to tell you which way the knobs go, and I'm noticing the backside here, too, is very accurate. Do you see, like, those lines there? And when you flip around, whoo, the actual Etch-a-Sketch, you can see it's got the same stuff. And you know what? Really quickly, I noticed the face on here. I kind of want to attempt to make it on the Etch-a-Sketch. Ooh, oh no, hold on one sec. Okay, well, everybody, I tried my best with this one. Do you get the vision? It's also a little bit hard to see because of how thin the lines are. I feel like you would really have to work on it. Like, I'm not doing the Mona Lisa on this thing, that's for sure. A Ouija board, definitely the oldest toy that we're gonna be talking about today. And now to be fully transparent with you guys, I've had this Ouija board for a few years now, just never opened it up until today. I was saving it for this video. And now really quickly, if you don't know what a Ouija board is, you're supposed to put your hands on this here called the planchette. You then will ask it questions, and whatever spirits or ghouls or goblins are then going to answer it for you, and I'm gonna ask it a question today. Could this maybe open up some doors that I don't want? Who knows? We'll just be nice and have fun with it. And now let's see here what it's looking like. Okay, I gotta move this off to the side. Here is the board, everybody. Oh, pretty fancy. And just to let you know, this is a game made by Hasbro. You can pick it up at most major stores, so it's just for fun today. And for anybody wondering, that is all that comes inside. You get the board as well as the planchette, and that's it. And so let's open this thing up. I am loving how nice it looks, though. Look at that. It's like wood, and then it's got like something burned into the front there, not just like the usual Ouija like it says. And so, I guess, do I just put this thing down, or hold on a second, everybody. Before we get too far into this, let me show you the Funko Pop that goes along with it, because check it out, we have the Ouija planchette. Pretty neat, I know. And if you guys want to check out the back, it actually has the entire board there as well. And let's take this thing out of the box because I want to see it closer up. Oh, interesting. Look at this. On the back side, it actually has, you know, like the butts or whatever to keep it a little bit off of the, well, what would you call it? Like the, I guess it's just a board. I was going to try to come up with a fancier name for it. It also has the little mini Ouija board there, and it's so cool because it actually has the sun and the moon on this, and then the sun and the moon on this little one here, as well as on the big board. And the reason that I waited to actually ask a question is because I was gonna ask it with this, but then I thought, let's do it with the Funko Pop version. And I think I started with, where do I start? Do I just put in the center here? Okay. I don't know why I'm nervous. Alrighty, everybody, here we go. What do I ask it? Do I put my hands on the side here? I remember seeing that, and then I say, like, are you friendly? What the heck? You went to yes! Okay, well that's good to know. Do you have a name? It's moving. S, okay, okay. A, why are my hands tingling so much? Where's it going? Oh, is it going to M? It's going to the M. Sam! Perhaps Sam the Eagle? I don't know why he's the first character that came to mind. And anyways, let's just say goodbye now. It's okay, here we go. Goodbye. Okay, holy crap! Well, everybody, this thing definitely works, and I think for now, let's pack it up and move on to the next one. Now, Masters of the Universe is something that I've been getting into a little bit more recently because of it showing up in Funko's game, Funko Fusion. I've had a couple of the figures, you know, just randomly throughout my collection, but I've decided to really go hard on them and pick up some of the original stuff too. And by original, I don't mean the ones that released in the 80s, I just mean the actual figures that aren't Funko Pops, and let's take a look at them because I happen to have two of them sealed right here. Oh, that's upside down, one sec. Right here. There was a toy store not too far away from me that was like, hey, we actually have one of each of them available. And I was like, I gotta pick them up to show them off to you guys. And so these are like the reimagined ones, or I guess like re-releases of those original ones. Let me show you who I've got here. Oh ho 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 ho, yeah, we've got Skeletor, which looks amazing, and I love that it's unpunched as well. And so because of that, I'm kind of debating on keeping it in the box. I don't know for sure though. And then the other one that we have here is, of course, He-Man. Honestly, so amazing, and these here are both for the 40th anniversary. And now this isn't all that I picked up. I actually have one more thing that I need to show you because I thought today was a great excuse to get it. Are you ready for this, everybody? It is the Castle Grayskull. Yes, it is the entire thing. And now I know I debated on opening up the figures, but this we are definitely going to be cracking open. I gotta see it in person. Look at it. Okay, there are a lot of extra parts that come with this, and I'm gonna have to figure it out, but for now, let's just get it out of the box. Here it is. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. Oh, this is there's also some stickers that have to go on the castle. And of course, you get an exclusive figure inside of Sorceress, who actually got a pop a little while back that came with a Loungefly bag of, well, Castle Grayskull. So I guess technically Funko has created the castle. There's just no, like, pop town of it. Funko, you got to. Oh no, this is a lot of instructions. Okay, so for now, I've got it as complete as I'm gonna be doing it because there's a lot of stickers. I don't wanna mess it up because there is a lot of cool stuff going on. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see me. Hi, up here. My favorite part, though, is probably going to be this here. It's got the little bird, and you can actually pull it up and down. Oh, if I could get it there. It's a bit of a hard angle. There we go. To get to the second level. We also have a spot where Skeletor can sit. He-Man's got a lot of places. There is, you know, artillery coming out of the top up here. This is probably a kid's dream if you're a big fan of, well, Masters of the Universe or anything like this in general. And when I say anything like this in general, what am I talking about? I don't know. Just Masters of the Universe, really, but this is just so sick. I would love to have a pop version of it eventually. And actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I don't know if I've ever popped open the front door here. Does it open? Oh, it does. Hold on, let me see if I can get this thing here. You gotta push that and I don't know if you can see me, but I'm down here. All right, we've been having a lot of fun with the figures. Now let's take a look at the pops, because I have two of them that I want to talk about. This He-Man here, as well as the Skeletor. Now, I understand that this Skeletor is the one of him with Snake Mountain. I don't have a Snake Mountain. I only have the Castle Grayskull, and then this one here is the only thing we have of Castle Grayskull as a pop. And so, let's take this thing out of the box, because what it is they did it so his actual, like, color on him, or like the entirety of the figure is covered in that Castle Grayskull, you know, like green stone. Take a look at that there. Definitely one of my favorite art series pops they've ever done, just because it makes sense. Well, kinda. Either way, though, I think it is just such a neat figure, and it really does look cool with all those stones around him. It's a little bit stretched on the body, but the face has got a pretty good pattern. Alrighty, now let's take a look at Skeletor, because like I said, I don't have a Snake Mountain, but this is just such a perfect Skeletor, that's why I wanted to show this one off. You know what, now that I've got Castle Grayskull, this could be something fun to pick up for my collection eventually, because look at how much detail it's got. Then when you flip it around, that snake on the back, woohoo! And then, of course, everybody, this is the Skeletor Skeletor in question, the one that I wanted to talk about today. And where is my Skeletor figure? Because I could show you guys how accurate the two of them are. I mean, come on, the colors are exact, and I believe he gets the exact same weapons the Pop is holding. There's another Skeletor figure that is similar, but it doesn't have everything that the figure has that I have here. Like, I don't think it's got his staff. Maybe it's got the sword, but the sword might be in front. Anyways, this is just that classic look that I really enjoy. The only thing that I think is different about it is that the Pop here doesn't have the little red in the middle, but besides that, super accurate. Simon is a game that I thought I had, but I was probably thinking of Bop It. That's gotta be it. I don't know why. In my head, for some reason, they're very similar, and I guess it's because they both are memory games, and this is just such a fun one that I'm glad that Funko actually made a Pop of. And now a little fun fact about Simon and Funko Pops. The first one they created wasn't even Simon by itself. It was actually Freddy Funko, Funko's mascot, holding Simon wearing a Hasbro t-shirt. I know, kind of random, but anyways, here it is. And if you don't know, let me see if it'll actually work, because I just took it out of the box. I don't have batteries in it yet, or at least I didn't put any batteries in it. Ooh, here we go. Okay, hold on, what am I doing here? Okay, green, okay, blue. Okay, blue, red. Blue, red, yellow. Okay, blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red, red, yellow. I'm going still! Blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red, red, yellow, red. I don't know anymore. That is fun though. And so, whoo! There it goes. And anyway, Simon is a really fun game that you can honestly play forever. Actually, you know what? Now that I say that, I wonder if there is a limit on this guy. I don't know of one. And anyways, the whole point of the game is that you have to go in order. It's a memory game. You're trying to remember for as long as possible. And to take a look at the Funko Pop, they even have a nod to that on the figure. Let's take him out of the box so we can see that a little bit closer up, because it says on a little piece of paper that he's holding, watch, remember, repeat. Literally the whole thing. And you know what, actually, now that I'm holding these here together, they are so accurate. It feels like just like a little mini version of Simon. Do you guys see what I'm talking about here? It's got the power button, it's got the 4 colors, it even has the little bit of like a speaker in the middle, and then there is the Pop. Super, like, it's, come on, it's the same. I guess the only difference would be that he has the eyes in the middle with the mouth, and he's got the face, and something that I just noticed now is it looks like he's trying to press the yellow button. How great is this? Oh, wait a second, look at the accuracy. So on the back here, it's got like all these screws and spots for like a battery, and then if you take a look at this here, it's got the same. It's funny though, they hid the screws better on the real one than they did on the Funko Pop, probably because they wanted to make it look a little bit more cartoony. They have the screw sticking through. I really like it. And now this is something that I don't have in my collection, but if you're lucky enough to find it, there is a chase version of this Simon where it glows in the dark. It's a 1 in 6 chance of finding it, so if you ever see the Simon Funko Pop at the store, I definitely recommend looking, because you never know, there could be one hidden there. That is something that I definitely want to add to my collection eventually, just because it'd be so cool to have the glow-in-the-dark version where the buttons actually light up. Transformers, robots in disguise. Yes, we're talking about Transformers next, and the one that you just saw was Soundwave. You may have noticed, though, I haven't transformed him yet. I need to figure this out. See, what happened is, though, I bought this one the other day, and then my brother was like, I want to do it. And so I said, sure, go ahead, transform him, but now I don't have the instructions, nor do I know, I mean, here's the thing, I know what he kind of looks like, but I've never seen this one the other way, so I gotta figure it out. And now the reason that I want to talk about Soundwave today is because there is a few different Transformers inside of him that also have pops. Of course, because he is a cassette player, you can actually open him up. It might not be able to open right now. Oh, there we go. There we go. You can actually open him up, and inside are some smaller characters. Alrighty, everybody, I think I've got him somewhat transformed here. You can see that is definitely more Soundwave than the cassette player. If I'm gonna be honest, it's probably the best I'm gonna be getting today, because I don't have the instructions with me. That's the best I could probably do. But then I also want to show you here that one of the cassettes that come inside, it's Buzzsaw. He was actually already transformed when I got him, but check this out here. You can sit on his arm like a bird. How cool is that? And so anyways, now that we've talked about this here, let's get into the pops, because that little one on the side there, like I said, is named Buzzsaw, and if you want to check him out, well, here's the Buzzsaw pop right here. Super similar to what it looks like, and I'm wondering if he's actually like perfectly transformed. It looks like it. Also, this is neat because the top of the wings are the exact same as the Transformer here. This one, of course, just has a little bit of depth to it when the one on the Funko Pop is just kind of like printed on. And now, everybody, this is where it gets crazy, because Funko, a few years ago, actually came out with this one here, the Soundwave Soundwave with tapes, and it's massive. This one here is actually the reason why I wanted to show you Soundwave, because the tapes that come inside of here are similar to the tapes that come inside of the actual Transformer. Now, I know when it comes to Soundwave, there's a bunch of different characters that you can get, but if you look here, someone will be able to tell me who these are in the comments. Like, I know this one is pretty similar, and I believe this one here might be Laserbeak, I think. Either way, though, everybody, it is so sick, and I'm wondering, is this one here Buzzsaw? Oh my gosh, it actually is Buzzsaw! He's got the same arms, well, wings, he's a bird, but you know what I mean. Look at that, there's Buzzsaw untransformed. Like, how cool is that? Funko really put a lot of detail into this one here. And now I understand that there are so many different Transformers that we could have talked about, but I skipped over Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee. We've all seen them before, but Soundwave, come on, it's Soundwave. Hungry Hippos is a really fun one because I, again, had this one when I was younger, and it was cool when I got to pick it up again because it's so neat to see it in box. Like, let me tell you right now, I do not have a nice looking Hungry Hippos. The original one from years ago that I used to play with is probably so messed up. So I figured it'd probably be a good idea just to get a brand new one today. And if you'll notice, the one that I'm really excited about is this guy down here, that green one. With the reason being, that's the color of the Funko Pop, and oh my gosh, I didn't realize how big this thing was. I thought they were that big, like underneath swimming in the water, but no, it looks like you just click them in, I think? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it should just click in. Okay, everybody, we have got the whole thing set up here, and it's kind of funny. I remember this being a lot louder, but it seems like with the newer one here, they've actually made it kind of like a softer plastic. It's way better. If you had an early 2000s Hungry Hippo set, you would know how loud this was. It's actually pretty bearable. And now really quickly, before I let out any of the balls here, if you guys want to check out what it's looking like, I won't be able to go too high here because of course everything will fall over, but I am really liking this. And if you're wondering how it works, there's these little buttons on the side here that you can press and it will let out the balls, which I think is so cool. And then all you have to do is take your hippos and get them to eat them, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. And I'm thinking, I don't remember this one, but I believe that the yellow ball is like an extra couple points. This is crazy. I'm reading through this here and I don't see what it's worth. Anyways, let's just get into the Funko Pop though, because it is the green hippo, and that's why I wanted to get the box with the green one inside. There was a version that I saw without the green hippo, and I'm like, no, I definitely got to get one with this bad boy inside, which is, if you guys don't know, Vegipotamus. That's what it says on the box anyways, and something that I really enjoy is that they gave him a bunch of the balls, so like when you're catching them here, it actually, oh, got him, is the ones in his hand there. And I know that these ones here are red and these ones are white, but it's close. Something else that I also really enjoy is the lever on the back side here. Funko, it's a nice addition to the pop. And now this is actually the only color that Funko's ever done, but I'm wondering if in the future maybe we could also get the yellow, orange, and blue. That could be neat. And well, everyone, that is all of the retro toys that I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed because it was a lot of fun to play with some new stuff that I've never checked out before. Also, revisit some classics from my childhood. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow!